Hello, guys. Welcome to another episode of an Unidentified Podcast. And today, to be honest with you, we neither one of us have anything interesting to share. Ed, you put something on the screen. Do you have something, or should I get going?
No, this is just habit. I just always share my screen because just in case you guys come up with some videos or something. Yeah,
Okay.
that's all.
Okay. Which is a good idea. But okay, since we don't have anything right now, let's challenge ourselves to make this conversation into something. Okay. Um, let's start with this. There's a piece of news that I found, and it's again about Dominican Republic. And I've been thinking about this. So therefore, I have a news. I'll give you a little bit of the background story, and we can start a conversation on that. So this is the story, right? So in Dominican Republic, there's a guy, and I don't want to give you the name, but they calling him the carpenter, which, by the way, um, Jesus is said to be a carpenter, and I saw a movie where they referred to him as the carpenter, which was very interesting to me. Was it? Can't remember what movie it was, but it doesn't matter. So this guy is a carpenter. He has a shop in the Dominican Republic, in a very urban area, let's say. You get me? You
Yeah,
following
that's
this? Okay. Um, so this is an older guy. He was in his 50, let's say 45, 50. Okay. Um, and it seems like a whole bunch of kids, would like loiter around, just chill
that's
there, smoke their weed, do their drugs, sometimes rob people around there and stuff like that. And the guy, used to come out like, hey, listen, if you guys are messing around or if hanging out around, like around my shop, it looks bad on me and I'm not part of this. So do your thing, but just do it somewhere else. And weeks and weeks and weeks go by, and this guy is like, hey, listen, you think there's any possibility that you guys can just move? That's every day. I'm telling you, you should be doing what you want to do, but do it somewhere else. I'm just asking you not to do it here or whatever. And I guess the son came out and said that the guy actually came out. His father actually came out, and he was like, "Hey, my dad even told him like, if you need something, I'll buy it for you or whatever, whatever. But just leave this area or whatever." So it seems like they freaking that older guy like pissed him off or whatever, and they robbed him a few times, like stole stuff from his shed or whatever, like heavy machinery. And this is now not just aggravating, but it's costing him money, right? So he calls the cops, and this goes on, and they keep like just taking stuff from here and there, and every day they just like in his face, like not saying anything, but just like chilling, and he knows like where all this is coming from or whatever. So it seems like this guy or the guy had like a black belt, like for like karate or whatever, whatever. Also, he was a hunter, okay? And he was somebody who like knew how to defend himself, how to shoot a gun, and all these things. He calls the cops a few times, and because he didn't have proof that they have stole or done anything, nobody does anything. And he's like, "Hey, listen, if you guys don't do something, I'm gonna do something." Um, and they couldn't do anything for the longest, right? So one night, before he closed his shop, he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna close shop, but if you guys do this tomorrow, I'm gonna kill. I'm gonna kill. Uh, I'm gonna alive you. I'm gonna take your life,
just
all
straight
of you
killing.
guys."
Okay.
Well, the next day comes around. They think they're gonna do the same thing, and I guess the guy is like, "Hey, listen, I told you yesterday like what was gonna happen," and they told him like, "Hey, go get your gun, kill us." and the guy went inside, came back out, and shot about like 5 people. Okay. So then the cops come and he's like, hey, so I've been telling you about these kids. Now that it's me doing something, you want to come my way, tell me something?
Yeah.
So I guess, yeah. So I guess the cop like gets close enough to where he grabs a cop, take his weapon, and takes him hostage. Okay. He got this cop hostage, whatever. A neighbor comes near him, and I guess he just so angry at this point and so like out of his mind that he grabs the neighbor and shoot him in his head. One shot, one kill. Then the cops come in. I guess like about he in total he shot about like 8 people, killed like 3. Okay. And they ended up, taking his life as well. And I guess he tried to surrender, okay? But too late. You already did what you did and whatever, especially in Dominican Republic. That's how they go about things, okay? So this guy is trying to surrender, like, I'm tired. After 7 hours, by the way, I should add, with this cop and on his possession or whatever, he comes out and they take his life. There's a guy who was very popular in Dominican Republic. No interest in him, so I won't give you his name. But he gets a tattoo of him, and there's people like bashing him. And I guess the question behind this is like, where do you stand on this occasion? Like knowing what I told you, knowing what happened, knowing what was going on, and this went on for like a couple months, let's say. And it comes to this ending, and this is how everything ends. And you think the guy that got a tattoo of his face and on his arm is wrong, or?
The guy that got a tattoo of his face on his arm. What are you talking about?
So there's a guy who is very popular in my country, right?
Yeah.
He goes to a tattoo artist, and he's like, hey, can you tattoo this guy's face in my arm? So he gets a tattoo. He goes on Instagram and shows
the
it
guy
on.
who stood up for his shop.
So not his son. No, it's just like some dude who was
tattooed the guy's face who stood up for his shop.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So, but because he killed about 3 people, shot about 8, they like, hey, you're gonna get a tattoo of a murderer on your arm? Like, what's going on with you? What's wrong with you?
No, I think he did the right thing. What are you talking about?
The guy who got the tattoo did the right thing, and the guy who defended himself.
The guy who shot all those people. Yeah,
he did the right thing.
Right.
Nagayan, do you agree with that?
Of course not. I mean, there's a lot of.
Let me remind you, Ed. One of those 3 people is his neighbor, like a good friend of him, of his.
Oh well.
Oh well. Okay.
Get caught in the crossfire. Sorry, man.
Yeah, apparently. I mean, I guess he didn't mean to. He just was like blindsided. You know what I mean?
He didn't mean to do it. It's not like he went on a rampage. I mean.
And in his defense, also, like he went to where the guy had the situation going on. You know what I mean? Like he crossed the street, went into the shop, this guy's house, shop, I guess, and he went in there and he got shot. Unfortunately, he lost his life.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah.
Nagayan?
It's a hassle, but in a sense, to me, killing people is never the solution.
Okay.
But on the other hand, I can get the situation or the shop owner is in, and hence I would understand somebody tattooing that on his arm, but it's very provocative. It's just very
It is, and to be honest with you, like I feel like he got that tattoo to actually poke the situation. But I don't find him to be wrong for doing so. And I'll tell you this. I'll tell you why, okay? You mean to tell me this guy's been working his whole life to build his life into something he wants? He worked and acquired a skill, right? Made a living out of the skill. He bought his own machinery. He started his own business. And you come into my business not only to like mess around, but like you doing drugs or selling drugs or whatever the situation was. And when I tell you, hey, do your thing, I won't mess with you. Just all you got to do is like go a little up there, because people don't come to my shop because they're afraid of you being, you know, right up here. You know what I mean? And they took it as a joke. And, you know, even though he came out every day and told them they got to go, they got to go, they got to go, they got to go.
So
I understand.
He called the cops, right? And the cops didn't do anything, right?
They called the cops when they started robbing or like stealing from him.
Okay. And the cops still didn't do anything.
But they claimed that they started stealing because they were frustrated with him like nagging all the time and all these things, right? So, you know, they doing their thing. Not the best citizens out there. I do understand a life is a life, and I'm all pro-life. Trust me, like. But goodness gracious, like this is a good citizen who is actually, and people are attaching him, calling him like a delinquent, like assassin, like a bad guy. But in my opinion, like he had no other offense or anything like that. Never been to jail. Never, like, everything he did the right way. So that doesn't make him like somebody who does crime. Like he only had one chance of doing crime. Like, does that make sense? He's not a person that's the delinquent.
Track record.
Like, that's not what he does. It's just he lost his mind. Like, imagine I'm telling you all these things and you like I'm hurt you guys. I'm gonna kill you or whatever. And you're like, go ahead, go get your gun. You ain't gonna do nothing. And you know, like, you capable of doing something about it. The cops are not helping you, and you're like, hey, if I chose to, I would get you out of the way, like my way. But I just choose not to, and I feel like a lot of people poke at people like that all the time. Like, I feel like people poke at me all the time because I'm like very like friendly and stuff like that, and I'm like, hey, just because I don't do something doesn't mean I am not capable of doing so. That is very frustrating, again. Like, not everybody knows how to deal with that.
No, that's if people don't know the limit behind it or the consequences behind their actions, and that's a little bit of two-faced, because on the one hand, especially with dealing with people like that, when things become serious, they don't seem to get the seriousness behind it. And in a sense, you would say, yeah, why do you get so serious about it? Yeah.
Well,
some people,
you know, this is my living.
Exactly.
You understand? Like this is how I make money. This is how I'm accomplishing my goals, by working hard and doing like working with the skills I acquired. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not only like he was a rich person. No, he built himself. He built that skill that served him. You know, sure. And then these people are just like taking the business away and taking it as a joke. Like, just because you don't have anything going on doesn't mean that you get to like ruin my opportunities.
But weren't these about like teens or something like that? Or
what's that?
Weren't these like teens, or were they older?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't think I think they were like old enough to like get arrested, but I don't know what that means.
Old enough to know better.
Yeah.
Old enough to know better. Yeah, absolutely.
But then, yeah, to me, it becomes in a question, because getting the Dominican Republic mentality also in there. Yeah, it's, if somebody's already like dealing drugs or doing drugs, like I don't know how far it went, doing drugs and just chilling and robbing people occasionally, then you are already talking to people, if you get a conversation with them, that really don't have any good values, to put it like that. No good.
Absolutely. And I agree. But then where does that put the authorities? I mean, think about this. You know about Dominican Republic, and
Yeah.
whoever's watching knows that Dominican Republic is not as poor as people think, but there's a lot of poor people there. And culture wise, we are rich, but that's pretty much it. Like we not rich on education or anything like that. We got a lot of culture in us, a lot of love, but education is not that good. Also, like, not the easiest to start your own business if you don't have opportunities or somebody who helped you. It's not like here in the U.S. you can get like these loans and stuff like that. Usually people like start like a little thing and upgrade it from there, like super little thing going on. You know what I mean? Like a side hustle and build it into something. So it's not like it's given to you. It's not like it was facilitated or anything like that. This guy was working for his. And, the fact that things start disappearing and you just like mocking me standing there day after day, knowing about the issues we already have in these conversations and the friction between us. Like, how much you gonna poke me?
As much as I can get away with. That's how much.
Exactly.
Well, they got their answer, right? Not everybody who says something is just saying it. Some people are willing to keep their promise. When it comes to the guy with the tattoo, man, I understand, man, because this is not the first case. This is an example, like getting that tattoo is an example of like somebody who actually did something. Does that make sense? Took justice into their own hands. It's a wrong way to go about things, but I feel it.
No, yeah, well, that's what you're supposed to do. I mean,
is that what you would have done?
Yeah, I mean, eventually you have to.
Well, he lost everything.
Oh, well. Like you still, I mean, his business is there, right? So he's got his business that he spent, all that time working up and building, and yeah, their life is worth that. Yeah, of course it is. You're gonna take my livelihood away from me. I'm gonna take your life. Sure.
Warned him. At what cost?
Warned him.
Yeah. All right. And you mocked me still. I get it. I feel you. Nigga, will you move your shop? What you doing in this case? You moving out of town? Like what's the move?
Yeah, I understand. That was my first thought, and that's funny that you say that. But at the same time, yeah, knowing the conditions, you built your reputation around that shop, in that neighborhood, wherever it is. It's hard to move something you already have like envisioned for and set out to succeed. And the easier thing would have been to set up shop elsewhere, but it's easy to say, but not easy to, probably not as easy to make happen. And what I was thinking is, actually, if I think about the Dominican Republic, people are taking matters into own hands. If they get catch thieves somewhere, or people robbing a place, and the police doesn't get there soon enough, believe me, if they get caught, those robbers are dead, like by stones, by a piedrazo. And that's I remember.
You hear that?
That's how it is everywhere. That's how it is here in America. Like, yeah.
No, it's not. Where in America? Help me out.
So you don't understand that we have the Second Amendment? You never heard of that? You don't know what that is?
You get shot in Texas, but like around here in New York City, like
the Second Amendment, that's federal. That's for every state. There's not just Texas. It's everywhere.
No, but it's respected in Texas. So right now, God forbid somebody enters in my house, they have to be facing me for me to be able to shoot them.
Okay, well, you play those games. All right.
I'm telling you. So you in my house and you gotta be facing me, and if you face in the back and I shoot you in the back, I get in trouble.
Dude, I wouldn't even care.
So
I
I
wouldn't
don't know.
care. Like, I mean, I feel you.
Also
Like,
in
it's some
Florida,
weird laws, but I'm not gonna sit up here like, okay, which way? No, nobody's got time for that.
yeah, I
Like,
agree.
this is a life or death situation. It ain't no like, okay, is he facing this way? Let me try and shoot the gun out of his hand. Like, no, this is real life. Like, we're not doing it. Let me shoot him in the leg. Like, no, this is ridiculous. This is crazy. They don't work like that.
Especially because you don't know what
Yeah, you don't know what they got.
exactly. You don't know if they're carrying a gun, if they are loaded, or have something else which just if they see you can harm you with. So
Yeah, Andrew, I see what you're saying. I might get in trouble, but that's one of the cases where it's like, hey man, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. We'll worry about this later.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Talking about that, put this video. Put that video on, man. This is I believe it's in Florida. You got it, Ed?
No, because you didn't give me no videos. You didn't say nothing.
It's on the chat, like on the thing chat.
What's the thing, chat? What?
Discord.
I'm not getting it. We already recording. So I gotta like move that off of the Discord.
Oh, okay. Don't worry.
What I'm saying, like if you just send it in the WhatsApp, I can grab it. Because the way it is like I would have to like the windows are all move up as I try and get it.
Don't worry about it.
I can get it in WhatsApp. I'll copy and paste it. Copy. WhatsApp.
Oh, what you got?
What were you saying, Lito?
No, I was thinking like, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it.
I shared it on WhatsApp. Do you have your WhatsApp on your screen open?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, it might not be that one though. Okay. So, again, will you know what you know? Like, you feel like your parents. What choice your parents would be making?
My parents?
Hmm.
That's a hard question, but I had a run-in with a guy from the how do you call it? So, somebody who picks up the trash and
The garbage.
Yeah, the disposal truck. And I had a battery in my hand.
This is in Dominican Republic.
Yeah, this is in Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay.
And he said, yeah, because he saw me with the battery, he said, yeah, we can take that as well. But he knows he can get money for like an old battery, even if it's dead, even if it's.
I think I remember this.
Yeah, I wanted to do something with it, and he was like, "No, Adam, let me take it." And I was like, "No," and I had a broomstick in my hand, and I threw the broomstick down because I just went charging at the guy. And then he said, okay, no problem. And then he just left. But my mom said that to my dad, what happened. And later that night, my dad took me to go look for the garbage truck, and we found a garbage truck guy and halted the truck. He said, which one was the guy? And I said, that was the guy. He put him on his knees, put a gun to his head, and said, don't ever mess with my kid again. I was like, what the fuck?
I remember that, sir.
What the fuck did I just witness? And I was like, okay, this was not what I was like thinking that would go down, but that was the. Yeah.
But what did he do to you? Like he just wanted to take the battery? Did he touch you or say?
He didn't touch me. He didn't. He just was a little bit like
stern.
Stern, yeah, that's the word. About adamant, I would like to say, about having the battery, because it's money that he saw. Like, I see bucks, so he wanted to get that money, but I was like, no, I have a project for it, so don't take it. So, and that was enough for him to for my mom. I don't know where it went rogue, because I know my mom is very protective, so she might tell the story and see it a little bit different, and then the telephone, and she passes it on, and you have to do something.
Absolutely.
So I can see that
Now-
happening. Yeah.
Now, how would you see my parents reacting to that? And you met my parents when they were like super chill.
I would say maybe even worse though. I know your dad, and he's quite loving, especially when he's drunk. But I guess he also has I know he also has a bad side to it, and that's
So, but just so you know, like that's the culture. That's how ignorant we are. Like that's how my dad. That's how he would have took it too. He probably would have put his hands on, like, the guy would have left untouched. You know what I mean? Over something so silly. So by culture, that's what we got. But Ed agrees with these things. I mean, Ed thinks, it's warranted or whatever.
No, it depends. Depends on the situation.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Well, that was a good start. Do we have anything else?
This wasn't the video you shared?
I don't feel it's that important. You can, but it's the cop basically telling people like, hey, if you don't know how to shoot, we'll train you, but you should be shooting these people that break into your home.
But we have received information in social media that some of the criminals were going to take their criminal conduct into the neighborhoods. I would tell them, if you value your life, you probably shouldn't do that in Polk County, because the people of Polk County like guns. They have guns. I encourage them to own guns, and they're going to be in their homes tonight with their guns loaded. And if you try to break into their homes to steal, to set fires, I'm highly recommending they blow you back out of the house with their guns.
Fair enough, but it's longer. But there was another guy saying, I don't know if it was
that
him.
sheriff, he's got a lot of good lines.
You know it?
I got a lot of good lines.
Yeah, my favorite is when they had him. They asked him they said they found this guy who killed one of their sheriffs, and they were like, hey, but you shot the guy They said you shot the guy.
Why did you shoot him
96 times? And he said, because we ran out of bullets, or we would have kept shooting.
Oh shit!
Yeah. That's the same guy. So he's like very pro like citizens and everything, man. If you doing the wrong thing, he's gonna get you. So that's a good guy to have up there. We need strong people like that.
No, but you say you shouldn't kill, and I don't think you shooting.
No. But there's a difference. If you come into my house to harm me, then like I'd rather it be you than me.
I gotta ask you first and make sure you're at the right angle. This is the stuff.
Let me look it up. So you don't think I'm freaking crazy, bro? Like, I'm for real. New York City is even worse.
I don't think you're making it up.
New York City, you get caught with any type of gun, and you just screwed.
Bro, like,
but there's also no mass shooting over there or anything like that,
And you say in New York or New York City? Well, we're not in New York City.
No, New York State? What?
Yeah.
What's that?
I said, well, we're not in New York City. I think in a lot of the big cities, it's like that. The only people that can have guns are the criminals. So, yeah.
No. But I'm saying, like, down here, I'm pretty sure here and the whole state of New York, down here, even if your gun is legal, you got your paperwork and everything, and these people break into your house and you sleeping, let's say, for example, the guy has to, like, you got to prove that he was a menace to you, like physically menacing to you.
Yeah, you're at my house. Like, it's like 1 o'clock at night.
Exactly. Yeah. So you see my point? Makes no sense, right? But make sure the dude is facing you. Don't get him while he's trying to run away from you.
I'll be like, I want to kill this guy right now. I don't want him getting out because he's going to try this again. That's what I'm thinking.
You see what that sheriff said? I shot it.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. That I know all the states are different, but we all got the right to bear arms here. And
absolutely. No, but I'm saying like if it was me and you coming at me, when they asked me why you shot him so many times, I'm like, I ran out of bullets. I might poke him too. Like, I'm gonna make sure that it's not gonna be like one of those movies where like I turn around and you got back up. We're not trying that. Like, I'm not playing that game. I'm gonna get you. Like, I'm for sure gonna get you. If I got the chance and opportunity to get you, like if it's you versus me or one of my family members, you gone. Just saying, we're gonna make sure you
sort it out later. Where was he facing?
We're not playing that game where like 6 months later he got healed and he came back for me. Nah, not for me. We're gonna make sure you're not doing that. But I don't want to put that energy out there because I would never want to be in that situation, right?
Hopefully not.
But just say, absolutely.
What comes to mind is a university or school, I don't remember, preaching school, that actually was trained for their students to actually know what to do when somebody came in and started shooting the place.
The guy in back in the day, like in the 50s, kids used to bring guns to school and you used to go out and target predators. This is what people did, but we live in different times.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, there's actually a whole freaking thing with un negocio, a whole thing where they are selling gear for you to equip your school with things for you to hide into classrooms and stuff.
Nice.
I don't think it's nice. I think it's scary that that's what we're gonna do. Really?
I maintain that a lot of these mass shooters, it's just weird. It's where are they getting these weapons from? These kids are poor. All of a sudden they just roll up with like $10,000-$20,000 worth of gear, like a whole Call of Duty loadout. They got it in real life. Where did you get all this gear from? They got training. Okay.
A lot of, and I was about to say that a lot of them are trained, and then you know what's crazier than that? In a high pressure situation, you are picking targets.
And then the FBI says the same thing every time. Oh, he was on our radar. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. We were in contact. Yeah, we knew about the guy. Every single time. Like, what are you talking about? Every single time.
Bro, you saw the guy from Tops. We showed you, right, Nagayan?
Mm-hmm.
And he almost shot the wrong not the wrong person, but the wrong,
Dude,
and he's like, my bad, not you.
I'm 100%. These guys, these FBI or whoever, are like getting these kids and setting these kids up and having them do that. I 100% believe that.
Yeah, I believe it as well. I mean, this Nagayan, in a high pressure situation, and you there to take out as many people, and then you see that you're the wrong skin tone, and you're like, oh, my bad, I didn't mean to scare you. To the other side, like, that's crazy. That is crazy. You saw the whole video? Like uncensored video?
No, I seen it.
No, I'm asking the guy.
No.
Man, I wish you could see it. I don't think we can show it, but my guy went out there and started from the outside, man.
You know why he did it. You know why he did it, right?
Why?
You tell me. You one brought it up. I always be wondering how much you know about this stuff.
I mean, I heard a lot of things. What you hear?
You give me something.
I don't freaking remember off the top of my head. You say something and if it sounds familiar, I'll tell you.
No, I read the manifesto. I was just curious. And the reason why...
Oh, you did say he had a manifesto. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The reason The reason why he did it is because he says that the white race is below replacement levels and they're not having enough kids. And this is why he shot black people up. And I said, well, this is crazy. This doesn't even make sense, bro. You shoot all these black people in the supermarket. White people still ain't having kids. If you wanted to do something, you should have did what Elon did. Get your act together. Go out here, make you some money, do something, and go have you some kids. Like, what are you doing? It doesn't even make sense. Or go shoot up a Planned Parenthood or something. I mean, I don't. Okay. It doesn't make any sense.
That's amazing. Don't say that. Don't say that. But I see what you mean. But don't say go shoot up a Planned Parenthood. Like, we by no way, shape, or form.
It makes sense. It's like, okay, you're worried that the white race is dying out. Like, okay.
But okay, how long after did we find this manifesto? Like, how long?
No, it was like no, he already had posted it. He posted it beforehand, like it was already.
Oh, okay. So he posted it while he was still alive.
I think so. I think and then after he went through what he did, then it blew up.
Okay, fair enough. But I like it to be like that. Then I don't like these clues we find. Like, we knew he was up to something, but we were waiting for him to do something.
It already came out. He was in contact with people in the FBI. All that mess.
Yeah, but I don't know how true that is.
That's true.
What they say.
That's 100% true.
So he came from a whole different state, Nagayan, and everything, right? Like, how many hours away?
I think he was in New York State. I don't think he was.
He was hours away, right?
Well, New York is a big place. You could be hours.
Yeah, I know, but he was how many hours away? Like, how many hours? Like 2-3 hours? He
was outside of Buffalo. Like,
then I'm outside of my country already, man. that's some driving.
Yeah.
Bro, you drove 3 hours over here. Like, at no point that went through your mind, and you're like, if I like this idea, like, let's regroup real quick. Like, why am I going by myself? Why? Oh, okay, that makes no sense. Like, how don't you know that this is a setup? Like, somebody setting you up into something?
No,
I don't think these people are doing this by themselves.
I just. He's not the one being set up. Like, they know what they're doing. It's they find these kids who have nothing. They're loners. They're mad at the world, and they just gas their head up and tell them, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
However you put it as a setup. Well, we're gonna train you, give you the gear, give you a plan, tell you how you should do it.
It's not setting him up. He doesn't matter. It's setting up the whole country. That's what they're doing. It's not like he doesn't matter. Who cares about this kid?
I'm speaking as in, like, me personally. Like, if I was him, I'm like, whoa. So you giving me all this info? Why don't you do it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that would have been my thought. Like, you know what? There's no way we can actually put this video, right?
What are you talking about?
Like that video?
No, we're not. Why do you want to see stuff like that? Like, it's not even something that I want to see. It's just
for Ed, for Nagayan.
No, he doesn't need to see it. It's just somebody just shooting people. Like, what do you need to see that for?
I think I saw the video though.
Yeah, it ain't nothing.
Why you said no then?
Swear in the news.
Not playing nothing like that.
Nagayan said he didn't see it. It's okay.
No, because there were a lot of shootings, and I didn't know which one specifically.
Oh, okay.
Referring to.
That's cool.
And I don't think you can even play that on YouTube. It's yeah.
No, I don't think you can anymore. But that's why I was asking. But like, I just think it's a shame. I told you, I went to school in Boston and everything, and we got searched. There was metal detectors and all these things, security cameras everywhere. And I just think it's unfortunate that this is what we do. And really, like, in case, like, we just got a training. Didn't you just get a training at the casino?
Guns? What you caught? What? But you going through that video that you gotta click through and?
No. Okay. So my manager told me, that he actually went to HR to the other building.
Yeah. And
they actually brought in, like, guns with blanks and everything, and they were shooting and stuff, and you had to hide, and somebody was gonna hunt for you. You're a manager. Why didn't you go through that training?
How long ago was this?
Like 2 weeks ago.
Oh man.
Still have
You
to get
didn't
it?
go to your training? You forgot your.
I hate those trainings, man. I had a week off from work.
Okay.
Exact. Good
Then
timing.
you missed it, but you gotta go for that training. It's mandatory, he said.
No.
Oh.
Well, it was he said it was, but yeah, like you gotta go run, hide under what you think, and then they tell you if you're stupid or not. Yeah, okay, you're hiding spot, stupid. I found you.
What?
No, not really like that. I'm
Okay,
just
but yeah.
okay. But they tell you, no, bad idea. Don't do that. So if you find me and you tell me, hey, bad idea, hiding under there, you're telling me I'm stupid. Like, you stupid for hiding under there. Like, you know what I mean? Whatever. I don't know. If I could, I would go in the ceiling. Nobody ever thinks about going in the ceiling.
No, if I could, I'd be running out the building like as fast as I could.
No. Of course. That's. Oh, and by the way, they tell you, and they training everybody. Okay, everybody. So you're gonna tell everybody where we're gonna be hiding? Everybody.
No, like I know my way around that building. I know where all these exits at. I'm out.
No, what I mean is like where we supposed to all meet.
Yeah. I'll call y'all from the house. Like, yo, guys, I'm good. Don't worry.
That's what I'm saying. Are you gonna tell all of us where we're gonna be
No.
if something goes down?
We ain't got time for that. It's panic.
I'm gonna let you know I'm safe. Probably the next day or whatever. Like, bro, I'll be the dude calling the cops from home. Negayan, like it's like a thing that dips in.
Yeah.
And there's somebody from above. If they wanted to shoot down, they get in all of us.
Yeah.
All of us is supposed to, so they can count us. Yeah, all right. You're not counting me. You're not gonna know if I'm dead or alive until like the next day, bro. And I'm not coming to work the next day either, bro. You know that, right? Ed? They're like, oh, we all meet here so we can count, make sure everybody got out.
In a fire, I heard that you would do that, but
any emergency. I took this. I've been there 11 years. Every year we take the same.
I wouldn't be doing it.
I wouldn't either, but like every year we take the same training. So this is why I'm saying like everybody. You're telling everybody. New hire orientation. You don't even have to show up to work to know what's going on. You just gotta be okay in the application, and they tell you all this information.
Yeah, but luckily in all these years we haven't had any type of. Well, I think there was like one shooting or a couple or whatever.
So actually, there was an incident where I guess they reported a guy with guns in a bag, but it was I guess it wasn't for that. It was for some type of deal or something like that was going on, but not for intended for the public. Does that make sense? My sister, I think I told you this before. My sister did housekeeping, and she told me she would find like wild things in these rooms.
Like what's wild?
Like bricks of weed and drugs and stuff like that in the room.
Why would you leave all that in the room?
I don't know. No idea. People actually got caught after leaving stuff behind because whose name is in the room?
I guess that would happen. I don't know what be going on.
I heard people leave like guns under pillows and stuff like that. Who is coming for you?
I don't even know. And then you're that careless to just leave your weapon, just leave it? Like
I also heard, I shouldn't say this, but like I also heard there was a girl that was like missing or whatever, voluntarily missing, okay? So she ran off with somebody and she was in one of those rooms. Not missing like well, you could say he kidnapped her, but she voluntarily went into the building with him and stuff and was hiding from her family members. there's a lot of stuff. Any type of hotel or anything like that. There's a lot of stuff like that. All right. I'm tired of talking. We really don't have anything.
No, you guys ain't got nothing, man. And I know you guys want to keep talking about politics and stuff. You guys ain't got nothing.
If you have something new and good on politics, don't go around telling me Kamala Harris and this and that.
No, we got nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Nagayan, how about you, man?
Not much from my side, man. Sorry for that. Week goes by too fast for me to realize.
Okay. Well, I'm glad.
The guy, you said you had something. You were talking about some folklore. Oh, okay, forget it.
Yeah, I was looking into folklore and.
Okay, you're not feeling too strong about that topic. Okay.
Exactly. Exactly.
So what we do, we knock it, or like next day and next week, you want to like really go in on this. Like I need you to come in with a very strong. Oh, by the way, you accepted that job?
Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, I have a
second interview.
How do you call it? To sign a contract.
Okay,
to see if
so that's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I got another offer, so I got two on the table.
Congratulations on whatever you pick. Okay. Make sure it fits you the best. But okay. With that being said, how are we gonna do this then? Because like, I'm not even saying it because of your days off or anything like that. I'm saying it because if you can't find the time to come up with something, how is it gonna be when you're actually working?
Oh, we didn't come up with anything either. What are you talking about?
But you guys,
I usually do. Like, you know what I mean? I do need you to like come in with a strong subject. Like, is this thing with the folklore? Is that something that interests you?
Now it does, because I'm finding like the history behind some of the folklore, and also a lot of hearsay about this folklore is from the Dutch. No, well, we're claiming it, and stuff like that.
That's how wars started, so maybe you shouldn't put too much into that.
That's how wars started. Yeah, we can talk about war. So my topics are dry. No, I'm for now I don't have anything.
Okay, so next week, please communicate with me throughout the week. You have, okay? But we're going to figure something out. We're going to give something structure. I text you a lot with ideas, but these are ideas that I just hope to throw out there and you make it into a Nagayan topic. Because I can tell you do this or do that, but like, really, it's not going to work out.
I know.
Gotta be something.
I know, but I'm looking for something that we can all put in.
Don't worry about that, because I'm always gonna jump into something, and worst thing that could happen is that Ed learned something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, go for it, bring something, but make sure it's something cool and juicy. Like, I don't know, like I want to get like have some dark conversations, but it's hard with Ed. But regardless of what, next week, man, I'm not gonna waste my time with Ed because he's not gonna do it. But at least you and I can bring something good in the game.
By the way, a heads up for next week: the origin of the Grim Reaper.
Okay, that's a Dutch legend.
I don't know. I'm still I'm digging into the rabbit hole, but some say it is. I've seen it in European references, but I cannot track it back yet to like Dutch.
Okay.
So we'll see.
If you find something good, send me the link.
Yes.
Okay.
I will.
I'll bring something as well. What was I gonna say? By the way, guys, I don't know if you know, but you see how I talk to Ed? I just thought about it. I keep thinking about it, actually, and I keep forgetting to say something. I should be careful with how I talk to this dude. He is He is actually a manager at work, not just like super casually throw jabs at him and stuff like that. He could be my boss. Like if he asked me to do something at work, I would have to do it.
I don't take the stuff that serious.
Yes, sir.
Yo, like I think about it all the time because I'm like super sarcastic even at work and stuff. I'm like sometimes, but this dude is manager. I'm just like the lowest guy on the totem pole, actually.
That's because you wanted to be. I mean,
it doesn't matter, but the fact is that I am. So if he told me, "Hey, you pick up that water," I
never do that. I only tell my own guys stuff to do, and I don't even feel like doing that most of the time.
No, I know, but like the fact is that you are, and I am what I am. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. My shoe came off. Sorry. But yeah, and I'm always like super casual, like funny about things or whatever. And this dude is a manager, man.
No, I'll be walking around like one of the guys from 3 Sisters, like, oh man, I forgot you're a manager. Oh, I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? Like, what you talking about?
I know that's what I'm saying, bro.
That don't mean nothing. I just only if someone's like really irritating me, and I'm like, okay, man, now I got to do something. Now I got to say something to this person. Yeah. I feel you. I understand, but also, like you saw him stand up. He's pretty strong, man. I don't want Ed over here manhandling me or anything. Now somebody was walking around my house. I'm like, what's going on here?
Oh yeah. So you doing the same thing this dude was doing? Like I'm gonna get you. I don't know, man. You're not in the best neighborhood either. Like nobody messes with you. Nobody ever messes with me either. I think you gotta be into something to get into something.
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Luckily, Ed is not loitering around.
But next time, you guys need to come with like some serious topics, something for real.
Will do.
Yeah.
How about you, man? How about you?
Me,
Mr. Manager.
My topics.
What? I
don't have. I mean, as of right now, no. I mean, I could come up with stuff, but a lot of times you guys don't. You don't really like. It's like.
I promise. I'll look into it. I promise. Especially now that I have more time in my hands. How about that?
Okay. All right.
So I have more time. The last thing you sent was a freaking somebody feeding a bear or something, and the bear attacking them.
No, I just thought that was funny.
Random. I saw that video the night before you sent it. And I'm like, oh boy, I know where they were. And it was so quick. I'm like, oh goodness. I knew that was going to happen. But still, I was like, oh man.
No, I just thought what is this person doing? Sneaking up. It's sneaking up a little bit like it was eating, and then it was like.
But that person was like chilling.
Yeah, he didn't know what was about to happen.
Oh, anything can happen.
He didn't read body language.
Bro, that's crazy.
He missed all the red flags.
And you thought it was funny. Oh man, it's so random because he won't say nothing for the longest. Oh, by the way, man, I said Ed on the chat the other day, and you never responded. But like, I wanted to see if we can edit that last video we made because I overspoke. Like, I said something on somebody who I really appreciated him when he was alive. My opinion is my opinion, and but if we decide to keep that, I would like to edit it off. But if we decide to keep that, I would like to actually.
What are you talking about?
Eric Pellegrino.
Oh, okay, yes, okay, now I remember.
If we could take that bit off, because his daughter might see that video, and I didn't explain myself well.
She don't work there anymore, though. still?
She is
Not about-
casual,
Oh.
but she is subscribed to the channel, and every now and then she just catches an episode and tells me.
Okay,
what
I
they're
mean,
doing.
do you want me to just not? Because I don't know like when you started talking about him. I don't.
Well, I said a few things about him, and then I ended up saying that what I said. So
You're talking
I would like
about
to.
him so much. Like you know what I'm saying? I don't know like when.
What spot?
No, I can go through. I mean, if it's too much, I just won't.
Okay, just upload the episode, and maybe I can take it from the channel. And
No, I
like,
mean, I'm
it.
that one I haven't edited yet, so it's like, no, you're good. I
Okay.
can listen to it. And say,
Because I just want to make things clear, because like my opinion is my opinion.
no, you
I have-
always saying just wild stuff. It's just I don't even know what you even be thinking about half the time.
Maybe you're right.
Yeah. Wait,
But
hold
that
on.
is my opinion.
Oh man, now I'm gonna stop recording this because you done said that.
No, you can leave that. Doesn't matter. It's just my opinion is my opinion, Ed. Like, you can leave it. My opinion is my opinion. But the problem I see with my opinion is that I should have the space to actually explain myself. You know what I mean? But I do believe both sides of the coins are true.
Okay.
Financially or business wise, he was good, but he left something behind. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying. No, his biggest mistake was taking that COVID shot. That was his biggest mistake. You can't be these older people is just, and this is the flaw a lot of them got. They grew up in this era where I guess you could actually trust the media, and a lot of them still got that in them where they just, whatever's on that TV, they just believe it. You could be the smartest boomer, the smartest one, and you would still be up here believing everything that's on that TV. And it's so many people that are no longer with us. And these people are in their 30s, mid 30s, prime of their life, healthy, run every day. All of a sudden, heart attack, strokes, and they just don't report on this stuff. Just don't talk about it. Maybe it's climate change. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's distress. Maybe that's what it is.
I just wonder, like, why do that? Like,
bro,
did
and it's
you know
serious
that-
because COVID deaths were not actually up during COVID. Deaths never went up. Deaths only went up after. That's when you see it in the record. Like, and you got like insurance companies with life insurance. Like, yeah, like they're tracking this stuff because they got to pay out. So they're actually seeing that deaths are going up. But it's not reported. Just don't talk about it.
I know a lot of people that died, at least 6 people that were alive prior to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also the medicine industry. I recall a piece where they were saying, yeah, we didn't do enough research, or how do you call it?
Now, Ed, can you
Testing on
explain to
people.
me,
Yeah.
how could they afford to give us medication for free, like the whole world?
It's not
Free.
free.
It's not
Nothing's free. Nothing's free. Like, what are you talking about?
It was a bunch of money to get those medicines.
Yeah, it was a lot of money, man.
Who
The
paid
government
this money?
The government.
The government.
Exactly. But it's free to us.
No, it's not
Yeah.
free to you. You
Our
pay
tax
for it.
money.
You pay for it.
Oh, and in other ways, shape, or form, but they could
No,
have just.
in a very direct way, you paid for it. That's what people
Explain
don't
it to me.
understand. Like people
And
don't
the
understand it. They print up money, they make money, and then they spend it on these things. Just like you're paying for the Ukraine war, you're paying for this Israel stuff, you're paying for it. They just print up money and they go do what they
No,
have to
I
do.
know. I understand. But that money, they could have grabbed that money and still like done whatever they wanted.
No, they
Like,
just
if
would've-
They say they're
no.
gonna take.
Because when they
What?
print up money, that's why when you go to the store, your food costing like double the amount.
Yeah.
Yeah. because they printed up money. They dilute the currency, so the money's not worth as much anymore. Dude, they say that from the year 2000 to now, the dollar lost 40% of its value. From the year 2000, lost 40%. That's crazy.
I don't think it's crazy.
And a lot of that was the fallout of 9/11, all the money that was spent in Iraq, Afghanistan, and they just keep going.
Ed, saying that that's crazy is, it's like being like that story I told you earlier. It's crazy that he pulled out a gun and killed those people. I don't think that's crazy. He let you know for weeks and months, and the day of, he told you.
Well, that's something completely different. I don't see how you.
No, it's not. But it's not. You're telling me we funding all these wars and all these things, and we like, oh, what? People are dying? What? A lot of money is going into that? What? Now the dollar is going down? What?
No, the people who are doing it, they know. They're just not telling you. They know what they're doing.
Oh, okay. So that's what I'm saying. It's crazy to say that that's crazy. We know what we're getting into. There's the people who are running things, and then there's the citizens. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Fair enough.
They're like the citizens like you who are like, wait, why are groceries costing so much? Yeah. And you waving a Ukraine flag at the same time. That's you. Okay. Yeah.
I'm pro-life. I don't have a Ukraine flag or anything like that. But I think if we all minded our own business, we would be better. And if we stopped killing each other like we are currently, we would be better. Save some money too. But that's just me. And with that being said, I'm out. I hope Nagayan and Ed bring something good, because I'm going to call you out.
Yes.
Let me call Ed out right now, man. Like, you bad job. You did a bad job at bringing a subject for next week. Because I know you're not going to write it down. You're not going to do it.
Oh, you were about to say a subject, or weren't you?
Who, me?
No, Ed.
No, I'm thinking about my subject, what I'm going to have.
Okay.
I'm going to call you out, Ed.
No, but do you want to say it now, or you want to say it?
Say it now.
No, I'm going to have it. It's going to be Kamala Harris.
That's it?
It's going to be good. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, he's going to bring this for real, guys. I'm sorry. I misspoke.
But I thought you liked Trump.
Yeah,
but Kamala
Trump's
Harris is cute.
But Kamala Harris, these characters on the other side, they're way more interesting than Trump.
These characters, these NPCs. Okay, good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna call you out, Nagayan. Let's go. Folklore. Is that what you're going for?
For now, yes. If it changes, I'll let you know in time. But for now, it's folklore.
I'm gonna call you out.
Yes.
I'm gonna come up with something clever to say that hopefully it hurts your feeling a little bit.
Yeah.
So you don't do it again. And me, I don't know. I don't know what I'm coming with. You want to give me an assignment, Ed? Not politics, preferably.
No,
What would you like to?
What?
What would you like to hear? I'll look into like anything like conspiracy, something darker, something historical, like alternative historical.
I'm not thinking about anything. The only thing I'm thinking about is when we're going to get this ChatGPT update. I'm tired of waiting for it. They lied. They ain't even coming out with what they promised. I don't know.
Okay.
That's all I can think about.
I'm gonna write that down, not because it'll be my subject, but when you bring this up, I want to know, because then you're gonna be like, oh, you don't know about the biggest update ever in your life.
That voice, though. That voice. Oh my god. Chat GPT. I didn't even know. Yeah, I was already lost. When was the update supposed to come?
A long
Exactly
time
my
ago,
point.
like July or something, and it's still not here. Could have been even before that. It was a long time ago.
I don't know about
They
the
can blame COVID.
That shit crazy. Okay, well that's pretty cool. I'm gonna look into these. I'm gonna make notes. Leave me alone with my notes, man, because I used to bring notes and write things down, and you like your little side things, those little jabs you throw at me for writing things down and stuff like that. Leave me alone. Let me do what I do so we can do the best we can. Okay.
Yeah.
Until next time, thank you for watching. Please leave a comment. And bash whoever you gotta bash. You gotta call somebody out. Please do. Please do. All right. We out.
All right.